All right, perfect. All right. Hello, everybody. We're just letting everyone into the room right now. So we're just going to wait just a little bit to get everyone in. But in the meantime, if you want to say hi in the chat, let us know where you're from. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh, we have someone from the Netherlands. That's so cool. Atlanta, Virginia. Super fun. I am also from Texas. Yay to Texas. Awesome. Yeah, go Texas. We got lots of California, lots of Florida, Arizona. So awesome seeing you guys here. Thank you all so much for being here. Just to let y'all know, this is being recorded right now. So for anyone who's coming in late or anything like that, if you miss anything, or if you have to leave early, it will be available within about 24 to 48 hours on the michaels.com/classes website, as well as on the Michaels YouTube. So you can always go check it out there. Just a little bit about me, in case you don't know anything about me. My name is Krissyanne. I am the owner and CEO. Oh, someone said there's an echo. We're going to try to fix that. Thank you. I'm the founder and CEO of Krissyanne Designs, where we mostly work with scrapbooking supplies, stickers, things like that, planner supplies. And our whole mission is to provide you with inspiration and tools to help you celebrate your life. So that is anything at all. That can mean, your day-to-day plans. It can mean birthdays. It can even be the bad stuff. Sometimes you just have to do that stuff. So that is a little bit about me. I'm going to be working through a planner spread today, just kind of showing you guys a little bit about how I operate. I did not do any I didn't do a whole lot of backwards, trying to figure out exactly what I was going to do, because I actually wanted to share with you real time how I figure out what I'm going to put in my planner. I feel like a lot of times on Instagram and social media, you can see a lot of people that it seems like they really have their stuff together. Like their pictures are so perfect and everything is great. And it makes it seem like things are totally out of reach, when in reality, there's a lot more that goes behind the scenes than that. So I just thought I would share. When I posted on Instagram about the class yesterday, I actually said I was going to share how I fumble through a week in my planner. So that is the plan for today. So I think I'm ready to go heads down and we can show you guys the supplies. So I have a lot of stuff here. This is a lot of it is optional. So we're going to go through it. Obviously, we have the 5 brand new sticker books that are now available in Michaels. What's that? This one is. Sorry. Anyway, I wanted to make sure we're not still echoing, but okay. Sorry about that. So we have the 5 new sticker books that are available in Michaels now. I do know that there are some people who have said that if you go on the Michaels website, their store doesn't carry it. I just wanted to give you guys a little tip. If your website says that it's not available in your store, it might actually be in stores. I did notice today that a lot of them did update, but just as an FYI, we're in the greater Houston area and ours have said that they weren't in stock for quite some time, and they have been in stock. So it might just be that the website hasn't updated yet. So hopefully your store has it. These are really exciting books. The one in particular that I'm going to be using most today is this rainbow one, but I will be pulling from the other sticker books as well. So that's the meat and potatoes of this guy. Obviously, we also have a planner here. This one in particular is a vertical neutral planner from Recollections. This one it's like the hardbound, but you could use any of them. I absolutely love planning vertically. I know there are some people who prefer to plan horizontally, and my brain just does not work that way. So I go for vertical. That's just my preference. I also have some tools over here. These are my go-to planner supplies. I don't always use them, but I always have them handy just in case. This one I do always use. This is a finger knife from Fiskars. which is basically a craft knife. But the coolest thing about this is that you can put your finger in there and you hold it just like a pencil, which makes it super easy to maneuver. This is probably like one of the best tools that I think I have in my stash, to be quite honest with you. I also have adhesive just in case I decide I want to stick something down in my planner. I don't do it very often because most of what I do is is stickers. But if there is something like a ticket stub or something like that that I want to stick down, I like to use a permanent or removable adhesive. This one in particular is from Tombow, but you can get them from a lot of different ones. Then we have this one here is a correction tape, which this one in particular is from Tombow. It is one of my favorites, but I have also used Bic. The only reason I really like this one is that it has an eraser on the back, which you can also get, you can get a separate eraser. But the coolest thing about having the eraser is that it can also erase the correction tape in case you make a mistake. So that's one of those. I like to use that if I'm putting down a very light sticker and I want to cover up whatever's on the page, or if the sticker that I'm using doesn't quite cover it up. So that's my little tip with that. Another thing that I will always have, so the two things that I will absolutely always have are this craft knife and a pair of tweezers. Some people might think it's a little strange, but I really like my stickers to be laid down flat. And the best way to do that is to have a pair of tweezers. Another thing that's cool about that is you can kind of like hold the sticker in your hand, see where it's going to be on the page, and that will help. So those are like the regular planner tools. Then we have pens. Pens are a question that we get asked about all the time. And part of that reason is because the stickers that we have, stickers in general, whether you get them from Michael's or like our website or Happy Planner or anywhere else, they're going to have a different finish depending on the type of stickers that you have. So I like to have several different pens. I personally am a felt tip pen type person. I don't really like ballpoint and I don't really like gel. So the ones that I have here are all felt tip, but two of them are non-permanent. So these ones are just, this is just a Tombow mono drawing pen, which is a very thin pen there. And then this one is a micron from Sakura of America, which has archival ink. So those are really good for writing in your actual planner or on planner stickers that have like a more matte finish. Then I also have my favorite permanent markers. And these are great for if you want to write on slick surfaces, whether it's a slick sticker surface, like like these clear ones in this book are great to use permanent markers. My absolute favorite is the microperm, which is the permanent version of this guy here. So the micron and the microperm are basically the same pen. One of them is non-permanent and one of them is permanent. And then some other ones, there's a Tombow one, and then this one is also an Avery pen. So these are just other permanent markers that I just wanted to share. And then, of course, it's always helpful to have a pair of scissors just in case you decide you want to cut something. I have always said that I am never afraid of using sticker surgery. So if something doesn't fit exactly how I want, I don't have any problem ripping it, cutting it, anything like that. So I like to have a pair of scissors just in case I need something a little bit more robust than this guy. And then I like to have a flat edge. This one in particular is just a ruler. You'll see when I get into planning why I like to have a flat edge. And then of course, any planner person knows washi is great. I don't know if I'm going to be using the washi today, but just in case, I wanted to have it there handy. And I like to, like, whenever I'm planning. So with that being said, I'm going to actually open up the planner and talk you through what I'm going to do. I kind of figured today we would go through a couple different options in terms of planning. So the first one, like I said, I didn't really prepare anything special for this. And that's just because I kind of want it to just be like, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going to be. So I'm actually going to go to April, and this is a July 2021 to December 2022 planner. Move the ruler. Sorry, that's Sorry about that. I don't have an April 2021 to plan, but I am going to just pretend like this is 2021. So you guys can pretend with me on that one. This is, like I said, the vertical layout that I like to plan in. This one in particular is neutral. I do prefer having a neutral page, and that's just because I really like all of my colors to kind of go together. And if you have a colorful page, if you are trying to use a lot of stickers, sometimes it can like fight with what's on the page, and that's not always visually appealing, basically. And if we're going for something visually appealing, which is what I'm trying to do today, then neutral is the best way to go. But again, if you have something colorful, you can always use whiteout to cover it, or you can use the stickers to cover it. So I'm going to start out with a week, and I just picked this first week of April. Like I said, I'm going to pretend like it's April 2021, just for fun. And I am going to start with this rainbow sticker book. And the reason I want to do this one is because I love rainbows. Rainbows are kind of like the Krissyanne thing. And so I just thought this would be the best way to do it. So yeah. Hi, Anita. I just saw your name pop up there. So in our sticker books, the way we have them set up is you have a lot of decorative elements as well as functional elements. So we've got some larger boxes, we've got, some checklists and things, but one of the coolest sheets and the sheets that I love the most is this one right here. And this one helps me lay down the foundation of the week. And I like to start with this one because it kind of tells me like where I want to put everything else. So I'm actually just going to start with this page here. And I'm going to start by putting these long strips down. I like to cover along the bottom of the planner. And another tip that I have is when you have long stickers like this and you're trying to put it down, instead of just trying to like have your planner sitting like this and just kind of set it down, I like to have everything straight. So I flip it over so that the part that I'm working with is at the top, and I like to fold the sticker in half and then lay it down where I want to kind of make sure it is straight. And I'm just lining it up along the dotted line that's on the bottom of the planner. And then here is where this little craft knife comes into play. I don't want to fill up this spot here, so I'm actually going to use a straight edge. I'm going to hold it right here, and just right on the page, I'm going to very lightly use my craft knife, and then I can peel up that piece, and I'm going to stick it aside in case I decide to use it later. So now we have that little bottom portion. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. And then this time, actually, what I'm going to do is turn it this way because I am right-handed. So I like to start by putting it down on the left side because, like I said, I fold it in half. And then I line it up with that line. I hold it down with my left finger. And then I bring it down like, whoops, I got a little crooked there. See, and this is why I didn't prepare, because I wanted you to see that sometimes that happens. And sometimes you just have to roll with it. So we're gonna roll with a slightly crooked sticker there. Which, if you guys have followed for a while, we like the saying, life is a series of crooked stickers. So sometimes it happens. Next, I like to put on the date covers. And a lot of people don't like to use these just because what's the point if the date is already printed? I just really like adding a little bit more color to my page. So what I like to start with is these thin strips here. And I like to put these right along the top where that neutral section is.
Good question.
Yes.
Anyone wants to know if the sticker book removable like the ones on the CAD?
So the question was, in case you couldn't hear it, the question was if the stickers in the sticker book are removable like they are on our website. They're not quite as removable, but if you lift them up just a little bit after you put it down, like I was able to lift this guy up just a little bit, but you don't want to let it sit for too long basically, because the adhesive will get stronger as you sit down. And also, as I'm putting stickers down, I don't push all the way down until I know I like where it's at. So I push down like in a few spots, but I didn't push down here. I didn't push down here, and I didn't push down there. But now that I know I like where it's at, then I go across it and I push it all the way down. So I stick those down, and now you can see it's starting to kind of come together. Then I'm going to stick my week stickers down, my days of the week. And I like to just kind of stick these on my finger as I go. Like I said, I'm right-handed, so I like to start on the left side of the page. And then, let's see, so I just kind of, I like to layer this a little bit so you can still see that turquoise coming through. Do you want to try to turn off the light and see if that helps?
Sure.
We're going to try to turn off the light and see if that can help with the brightness.
There's also another question about. Sorry if that helps. Oh, probably not.
No, that's too dark. Okay. That's too dark. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to make it any less bright. I apologize for that. What was the other question? All right, then I'm going to go over to these ones here.
No, the large block stickers working in EC monthly layout.
The large block, these ones here. I would say one of the things that I like to do when I create my stickers is I like to make them fit for any planner. And one of the things, if you go back to when I said I like sticker surgery, if it doesn't fit, you can cut it to make it fit. I honestly haven't tested it to see if it does, so I don't know a really easy yes or no question. However, if you wanted to like lay it down, I would guess it probably does fit, but you could always cut it a little bit and make it work, and I'm sure it would look really good. Hopefully that answered there. Okay, so now that I have the date covers down, you can see that it is already starting to, I'm gonna put this to the side. It's already starting to really look, put together. A little higher? What?
The whole thing.
The whole thing? I don't know, you can try if you want. Yeah, we're gonna raise it up just a little bit here for you. Hopefully that'll help out. Amanda, the size of this planner is a 7x9 planner. So this one is a pretty standard size planner. There are some smaller. I actually personally, when I plan, I use a B6 size planner. But like I said, all of the stickers that I design, I try to make in a way that they'll work for any planner. Oh, good. Wendy said that this is much better. So I'm glad it's much better. Okay. So we have it set up here to kind of basically lay out the whole week here. And what I also like to do on the side to help bring it in is I like to stick one of these long stickers here. And some people will use these longer stickers for to-do lists and things like that. I actually like to use them for stickers, or for stickers, for pictures that have, that happen during the week. And I'll go in and I'll add those pictures at the end of the week, just so that when I'm flipping through my planner again later, I can kind of see what's going on. So I'm just going to take this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. I had to decide which one I wanted. And I'm also going to grab one of the quote stickers up here. And I think I'm going to grab this one, which is look on the bright side. And so I'm going to grab this guy, just because this kind of ties in the whole rainbow theme of the week. And I am covering up that April because, like I said, I'm pretending this is April 2021. And then here I am just gonna stick this guy. This planner is really helpful to work with too, because it has the dot grid on the sides there. It also has dots, very faint. I'm gonna lift it up in case, I don't know if you can, but there are faint dots on these, on the Recollections planner, that help line everything up. Like I said, I like everything to be super lined up. So that is the sidebar. So now I'm gonna kind of go through and decide what I want to put throughout the week. And when I'm doing a layout like this, where each of the date covers is different, I actually like to color block my columns. So this column, I'm going to have pink, orange, yellow, green, etc. And so to do that, I'm going to look at all of these different full boxes that I have, you know, square quote boxes that I have here, and kind of figure out what I want to do. A very visually appealing thing too is instead of putting, instead of just kind of throwing them all down and doing that, I like to think about where I'm going to place everything. So let's say if I put, you know, one of those quote stickers up here, I'm probably going to stick another quote sticker right about here, and then the other one here, just so that you kind of draw your eyes all over instead of just straight along in a line. It also can look really cool if you put all of them right along the center and then separate your plants. So that's just two different options there. And I'm going to start with one of these that has silver on it, because I love this. If you've been following me for a while, you might know that I am a silver fanatic when it comes to basically anything. I prefer silver over gold. And I feel that the planner community is lacking in silver. So one of the things I made sure to do with these books, and what I try to do in everything, is bring more silver into the planner community. So that is why you will see so much silver in our sticker books instead of gold, because I like to be a little selfish. So there is a pink sticker there, and now I'm going to try to find an orange one. And since I used silver here, I'm going to try not to use it in this column, just because then it will help keep everything, you know, evenly spread out, basically. This one, I don't know that I'm going to use. So I have a few different options. I think for this one, I'm actually going to use one of these Get It Done boxes. And I do like to put all these big stickers in first, just to kind of figure out where I want to put everything else. And I know a lot of people will think like, maybe you should think about your plans first, but honestly, you can make your plans fit anywhere. So I think about how it looks first, and then I go back to the plans. And of course, like I said, this is for a, you know, a decorative planner. If this is for your functional planner, it might be the other way around. I have both. I have a functional planner and a decorative planner. Actually, let's be honest, I have more than one of each. Now I'm going to grab a yellow sticker, and I think I'm going to go to this sunshine one. I'm going to stick it. And like I said, I try to keep things like a little, you know, not quite perfectly lined up. So I have like this little cascade going on here. So I'm going to bring the other one up here, but I'm not going to put it right up here. I'm just going to put it a little bit down further, and I'll put another sticker in between there. Just to kind of. Now we're coming over to the green. And I think because on Tuesday, I used one of these that is going to be filled in, I think I'm going to do the same thing for the green. And I'm going to actually use this one here. And since I do a lot of flipping back and forth, I like to have my planner like flipped on the coil, but it does make me flip back and forth. So since I have on Wednesday, I have that one up here, I'm actually going to bring this one right about here, which will help when the spread is fully. So if I were to open this up, you can see it's kind of going down and up, and then we're going to go back down. And then I'm going to go back to a silver one, or yeah, one with silver on it. It works out perfectly which I honestly didn't plan this. It works out perfectly because I have, in this book, I have a turquoise, a purple, a yellow, and a pink with silver on it. So it makes it so I can do every other day. This one I'm going to actually bring, let's see. I'm going to do this one up here. I try not to do it like exact. I don't like it to be an exact science. And it really isn't an exact science at all. On Saturday, I think I'm going to go with this one. Some good vibes. I'm going to stick this one. I want to stick it. I'm going to put it right here, actually. And before I put the Sunday one down, I'm actually going to go grab this weekend sticker. And I'm going to stick it. Where do I want to stick it? I think I'm just going to stick it right down here at the bottom. And I do like to layer over the other stickers, just for fun. No real reason other than just for fun. Then for Sunday, I think I'm going to do another one where I just write on it. And I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to stick it right down here. You can see that. Here we go. So now that I have those down, you can see it's kind of, it doesn't take your eyes to any one particular place. You're looking all over, which is, in my opinion, very fun. Some people don't like it that way, but I do. And it's my planner, right? That's one thing that's important. It's your planner, so you should use it exactly how it makes sense to you. Don't use it just because you think you're going to get a lot of likes on Instagram, because I will tell you the things that are really awesome that I think you're going to get a lot of likes on Instagram, don't. And the other way around. So, all right, so now I'm just kind of looking for other stickers to fill in here. And let's see. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to use these scallop stickers across the top just for a little bit of fun. These ones are very long, as you can see. So we're going to fold it in half, like I said before. And I'm going to put it right along there. And then, and since these are actually like paper in feeling, you can actually just rip it with a straight edge if you don't have a knife like this one or you don't want to use it. And again, I'm going to stick this to the side because I could use it again later. Then for this part, all backwards here. That one here. I like to have everything very symmetrical, except when it comes to like the actual stickers on the days. So if I put it on this side, I'm going to put it on the other side. There is that one. This craft knife is actually a Fiskars. I think it's like a fingertip, and you can put your finger inside of it, which is really nice. But any sort of craft knife or, you know, X-Acto knife or something like that will work great. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm gonna put, let's see, I'm just gonna kind of flip through and see what I've got. I'm going to, in my head, pretend like I have plans this week, and I'm going to kind of use those to figure out where I want to stick things. So I'm going to pretend that I have an appointment on Tuesday. We're going to pretend like I have an appointment on Tuesday, even though I don't. How do you record all of the appointments, notes, etc. when there's stickers all over? I actually will go through and I will show you that once I get to those types of stickers, but the ones that have the lines and things, I will write those directly on the sticker. So I'm gonna stick this, like I said, I'm pretending like I have an appointment on Tuesday, so I'm sticking that one down right there. And on Monday, I'm going to, let's see. I was going to use that, but I was going to use this sticker, but it has silver on it and this one has silver on it. So I'm going to find a different one. So let's do here. There is a lot of flipping through the books sometimes, but that is also part of the fun. In my opinion, stickers are a lot of fun. So that type of thing is fun to me. I'm going to grab this guy here and I'm going to stick it right here. And like I said, you can pretty much fit, you can fit your plans on the stickers if you want, or if you want, you can plan ahead and figure out exactly what's going on and you can fit your stickers to your plans. So it kind of depends on how you are wanting to use your planner. It all goes back to how do you want it to be, because it's your planner. And I'm going to use this here, and then I'm going to go in the back here, and we're going to say this one. Just gonna stick. You know what, I'm going to use that tweezer. There we go. And so with the tweezers, you can kind of see like where it's going to be. So I'm going to stick that guy right there. And then I'm going to stick, this is a little planner sticker. So I'm going to stick that one there to kind of denote that I'm using this time for planner time. Then we're going to add, let's see. What do I want? I think I'm going to go with this little checklist here. And I'm going to stick it right here. And I know that I'm not going to cover this up completely. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to white it out just a little bit so that it doesn't show through. And I could move it up a little bit to cover it, but a little hair in there. If any of you have pets and find hairs all over your stickers, because that's what I just found underneath mine, was a dog hair. Okay, so there's that. And now I just want to stick one more thing right here in the middle. And I want it to be pink, and this is perfect. Good day, sunshine. These ones are the clear stickers. So there are a few sheets of clear stickers in each of our books. So these ones are fun as well. And we'll just stick that one right there. And now our Monday is done. I put it in quotes because it's not actually done. We haven't written on it yet. Then for Tuesday, I'm going to grab one of these. I'm going to go with this one here. And another thing that I like to do with those decorative stickers there, so I just put down this one, and now what I want to do is I want to layer something over it. And I think I'm going to go with Sunshine State of Mind. The really cool thing about these clear stickers is that there's actually like a white background behind it. So even though the sticker itself is clear and you can see through it, do you see how on my hand you can actually still read what it says? That's because there's a layer of white underneath it, which makes it really cool for layering as well. So I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to put it right there so that the state of mind is on the sticker and the sunshine is right above it. just for fun. So I'm going to bring that up. I think you can see it now. Here we go. So just so you can see, just for fun. Then I'm going to grab, let's see, with this because this little guy is adorable. There's really not too much method to my madness when it comes down to it. I just kind of like playing with stickers, to be honest. So now I'm going to squeeze over into the yellow section. And let's see, what do I want to do? I think I want to use this one. And I don't know. I'm going to use this circle and this little set of flowers. So in the middle here, I'm going to put this circle, and then I'm going to layer this guy right here. And I might put something like a TV show or an appointment I might have that day there. Just a little something.
The Avengers.
Yes, like the Avengers, which we are watching right now. I don't know about any of you, but we got Disney Plus during the when this whole pandemic started, and they have definitely been worth their money. So we started watching WandaVision, and then now I'm like, now that that's over, I'm like, oh, now we need to watch all the Avengers or all of the Marvels, all the Marvel movies. Anyway, that was kind of a tangent. But anyway, so now I have some space to write some things down if I wanted to. And I would do the exact same thing on this page, but I actually want to, let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish it. I was thinking about going through a monthly spread, but I think I'll go ahead and finish this one for you guys too. So let's see. Going to, okay, so I'm gonna borrow this. Oh, I don't know why I say borrow. I'm stealing it. And then I'm going to grab this one here. And the fun thing I think about stickers is that like one person can use it one way and another person will use it a completely different way. And it's so fun. If you were to go on Instagram and search like the hashtag planner community or planner stickers, you are going to find so much amazing inspiration on there. And you're going to be like, whoa, why didn't I think of that? Which is so cool.
What's the company of the whiteout that you're using?
This whiteout is a Tombow. This one in particular is a Tombow Mono 2-way correction tape. A simple one like Bic is also, it will work just as well. And you can get the Bic ones on the Michaels website. These ones I don't believe are available on the Michaels website. I think this one actually is imported. I get it like in bulk because I use whiteout a lot. But they do, I think they do have it on Amazon as well. Let's see. So I'm gonna take, let's see. I want to put another like design sticker here because this one is going to be written on. So I'm trying to find a green design, but I might just use, no, this will work. Use this green rainbow one, and I'm just going to stick it right underneath. White this out again. And that is just a personal preference. You really don't have to white anything out. I mean, let's be real. You don't have to do anything I'm doing, but it's cool to do what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to grab a skinny sticker. Let's see, what do we have that is skinny? actually going to take, so these ones here are normally used as like a checklist. So you would stick it down and then you could write your stuff down and then you can check it off. But I'm actually going to use it horizontally. And then I'm going to layer something else on top of it. And that just brings a fun design element to your page. I'm just going to put that piece and then I will just there. And I'm going to grab this smile sticker and stick that one right there. And that'll basically, I mean, if I were looking at this, I would look at that and I would say, oh yeah, I need to take some pictures for Instagram. So that's what that would mean for me. All right. And then Friday, what are we gonna do? Kind of I think I'm gonna take this guy because he's just so cute. Like this little bear is adorable. He's just waving. So I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna stick it right here. And let's see. I'm gonna use this here. And you can also use these thin stickers. If you didn't want to use whiteout or something, you can actually, these are just about the same height as the dividers here for the week, for the days of the week. So you could use that as well if you didn't want to use whiteout. And of course, you can leave that there too if you want. I'm going to use this. There. So now I have a space to write, you know, what's going on for the day, and then if I have any sort of appointment. For Saturday, I think I'm gonna use, like I said, these are for checklists, and I've got a lot of stickers going on here, so I'm actually gonna kind of break that up a little bit with just leaving this area white. So I'm going to put this here, but I'm gonna cut it off right after that. What is that? The fifth? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the fifth one. I'm gonna cut it right there. And so then when it comes time to write down my plans, I can just write down what's going on for the week. And now I'm actually going to use that same tip I just told you about with this one. I'm going to stick this right over that one. I have it crooked. There we go. So see how that fits just really nicely right over that, and it just kind of separates it a little bit, brings it all together. Separates and brings it all together. Then I'm going to grab this one to stick because I think it'll fit. It's perfect right there. And Saturdays Sundays are usually a pretty relaxing day for us. So I'm going to do a lot more kind of decoration type thing here. I'm going to use this little guy. This little guy is actually supposed to be a husky because we had a husky up until very recently, and I wanted to give her a little showtime. A lot of the stickers in our sticker books have a call to something, and yeah, so just wanted to put that one in there. So again, I'll probably put some sort of maybe relax or something like that there. And let's see, what do we want to put on the last? So I actually kind of want to use this Believe in Magic sticker here, but it's going to be too big to fit the way I want it to. So I'm going to do some sticker surgery. So I'm going to take my straight edge and my craft knife, and I'm going to lay it down here, and very softly, but with enough pressure, I'm going to push, oops, going right through my ruler, and push right through on the sticker there. Try again. And then I'm going to do it again, right about there. Don't be afraid to cut up your stickers. And then if I did this right, yeah. So now I can just peel that off, and now it's a smaller box. And I can stick that right here to add a little bit of magic. And then right at the top, I'm going to go back to that label page, this one. And I'm going to grab so now the whole week is laid out. And now what I would do is I would go through and I would put my actual plans, but I actually want to go through a few other things before it's time to go. So I'm not going to actually put my plans in here, but I did want to give you one tip before I go to doing the next thing I want to work on. If you have a brand new set of stickers and you're not sure what, what kind of pen to use, and you're not sure if pens that you have are going to work, one tip that I have for you is, so there's a lot of empty space on the pages themselves, like this right here. There's no sticker here. There's no sticker up here. So I actually will go through and I'll take the different pens that I have and I will write on it just to see if I like how it writes on that particular paper. And this paper that is used on these stickers, I'm not gonna lie, is really nice paper. And pretty much any pen that I like works really well on it. So sometimes you'll see that there are some types of papers where the pen will kind of like, the ink will kind of bleed through just a little bit, and I don't really like how that looks. So that's another reason I like to test it. But the other reason I like to test it is just in case there is like any sort of smearing. It's nice to test it on the backing of the paper before you test it on the sticker itself, because if it does smear or it doesn't want to write properly, you don't want to ruin that really nice sticker. So that's just a little tip I wanted to share with you. So that is a week here. And now I just kind of wanted to go over a quick monthly, like how you could put together a monthly if you don't have a whole lot to put in there. So a lot of planners, most planners, if they come with weeklies, they're also going to come with monthly layouts. And if you're like me, a lot of your monthly stuff is actually in your phone instead of on paper. And sometimes I don't really want to duplicate everything. So I'll use my monthly for something like, daily gratitude, or I'll use it as like a reminder of the things that happened that day or whatever. So if I took pictures on my phone, I'll actually print some of those out and put them in my monthly. And the other cool thing, that is primarily what this book is for. And this is another one of the sticker books that's available in Michael's right now. This is our seasonal celebrations book. And this one has a lot of stuff that you can use during the week. Like it has the same kind of layout that we did, but it also has the like holidays, big and small holidays. And it also has a bucket list. So this is actually a really fun one to use on your monthly layout. So that's kind of what I wanted to show, just to kind of just give you a little bit of inspiration there. Let's see. So I'm going to start, so this was designed to be for the week, but you can also use it in the month. So I'm actually going to use this here, and I'm going to keep the month because I don't have a month sticker that will cover that right now. Normally I would probably have something to stick there, but I don't. So I'm just going to go here, and I know it ends right about there. So I'm going to grab my straight edge, put it right there, and I'm just going to rip it right there. Then on this page, I'm going to stick that to the side. This page here. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, move it up. Perfect. So I mean, already it just looks so much better. Just a little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to leave the days there. But so you'll notice that most of the planners that you're going to see, especially if you get like the recollections planner or something like that, it's going to have the holidays on there. However, some holidays are not on there. So what I like to do is go through. Now, I don't have dates printed on these exact stickers. And the reason for that is because there's actually a really good reason for it. About a year and a half ago, I actually designed some stickers to go in stores, and they didn't make it in stores until it was a little bit late. So the dates were actually wrong. So I have since learned not to actually print dates on stickers that are going to go into stores. That's just something I just learned on my own there. So what I do is I actually go through. So I know I'm planning the month of April. So before I came in here, I looked up these holidays and I wrote on the actual page here what days those are. Now, some of them show up on here. Like you've got April Fool's Day. So I put that down. You got Earth Day. But like, let's see, Ramadan is on here, but I don't think Arbor Day is, for example. And of course, we're pretending this is 2021 and that's what days I have here. So I was just going to stick some down, but I am also going to actually white out. So this one here said Earth Day. So I'm going to take here and I'm going to stick that Earth Day sticker down, and I'm just going to have it take up the whole day. Then I'm going to do the same for April Fool's Day. And I would do that for pretty much any of the holidays that I really wanted to put down. But then one thing that I like to use, like I said, I might use this for daily gratitude, or I might use it for a reminder of something that happened that week, just so that when I'm flipping through this again, I keep all my planners. When I'm flipping through it again, I can kind of look through and see it kind of as a scrapbook in case I don't have time to do a scrapbook, which lately I just haven't. So one thing that I do is I will collect pictures from my phone, and I will actually print them out on sticker paper. And you can either print it out on sticker paper, you could print it out on regular paper, you could even you could like submit your pictures to like Walgreens or CVS and get them printed there. And then you could just cut them out. Since I have them on sticker paper, I can just stick them down. But if you do it on regular paper, or if you get it printed at like, CVS or Walgreens or something, you could use that adhesive that I was talking about at the beginning. So yeah. So what I would do is just kind of, these ones I print out, or I print out at about, I think they're like 1.25 inches. And you can also get little photo printers and things like that to print with. But I like to print them super small. And then like, obviously this is going to be on the wrong day because this is April and these pictures are from March. But if I had that, I could just stick this right in here. And then I know like that's the day that, this picture is I was putting stuff in the storage unit. So that's what that one is there. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in terms of the monthly and the weekly, but I did want to see if any of you had any questions for me that maybe I could answer. I saw someone mention she uses the Canon Ivy for printing photos in her memory plans. I also used to have a photo printer that I would use. I find that sometimes doing it like on pieces of paper, for example, will sometimes give you better print quality, but I hear that the Canon Ivy is actually really good. So yeah. Did anyone else, did I miss any questions? Or does anyone have any questions?
I say buy one book and you don't recommend.
So that's actually a really good question. I don't know if you could hear. My husband just asked me what to do if you run out of stickers. And the best answer is to buy more stickers. I actually personally like to buy more than one of each one because like otherwise I would have been like, do I really want to put these stickers down right now or do I want to put them down later? So I always like to get at least two, especially the sticker books that are in Michael's because you never know when they're gonna be gone. I mean, I might know, or Krissyanne might know, Michael's might know, but you might not. So it's always good to stock up on those. The big tool that I use, I don't actually have a big one, but this is a Fiskars. I'll actually hold it up here. Oh, there we go. Sorry. This one is a Fiskars finger knife. And then we also have the Tombow whiteout, which might be the Bic that you're talking about because there's a Bic whiteout also that we were talking about. And then there's also possible adhesive. Daniel just asked if we ever do foil kits in our shop, and we don't. We do something that we like to call embossing online, but we like to keep the foil stuff to Michael's. Michael's and Craftsmith, they're really, really good at getting the foil looking good. So let's see. Oh, Robert, I'm so glad you had fun. Thank you so much for coming. Let's see. If you have a recommended must-have, I mean, let's be real. These right here, these are your must-haves. But no, to be quite honest with you, if you're just starting out, I honestly would recommend not buying everything. I know that's like counterintuitive to like everything we're talking about, but all you really need is a planner, and a planner doesn't have to be like a super awesome actual planner. It can just be a piece of paper and a pen, but you need a piece of paper to write your plans on. You need a pen to write your plans with, and I recommend having stickers. But when you're first starting out, I would recommend trying to write down what your plans are first, and then kind of see like, oh man, I wish I had a sticker for that. Oh, I wish I could put a sticker here. I wish I could put a sticker there. And then you kind of get an idea of what types of stickers you might want. And then you go into Michael's and you say, hey, Kristen has stickers. And you go and you buy these guys. So thank you all so much. You guys are fantastic. I love having all the questions that you guys had. Just as a quick reminder, we are recording this. So if you missed any part of it or you wanted to go back and watch it again, you can go to michaels.com/classes in the next about 24 to 48 hours, I would say. And you can also check out the Michaels YouTube channel and you can watch it there. And if you have any questions, you can always find me anywhere at Krissyanne Designs. That is KRISSYANNE Designs. Just like it says right back here, although this is backwards, but but yeah, and if you check out the hashtags, there's Make It With Michaels is where there's a lot of inspiration, but another hashtag to check out is Planner Community, just hashtag Planner Community and hashtag Planner Stickers. Those have so much inspiration for you. And I will also just throw out there, if you check out hashtag Krissyanne Designs, you will find a lot of inspiration there as well. So thank you all so much for coming. I think I'm good, unless you guys still have questions.
Well, we thank everyone for coming, and we will see you on the next class. Thank you.
Thank you so much.